In this video, we will tell you about 8 heart-healthy foods to help unclog arteries naturally. Number 1. Fatty fish. Fatty fish, including salmon, sardines, anchovies, and mackerel, is a potent source of omega-3 fats. These are powerfully anti-inflammatory unsaturated fats that have protective effects against vascular inflammation and atherosclerosis. Omega-3s can also reduce platelet aggregation, which reduces the risk of blood clots, lowers triglyceride levels, and increases levels of good HDL cholesterol, which helps counteract the plaque-depositing effects of unhealthy LDL cholesterol. Additionally, research shows that people who eat more than 2 servings of fish per week are less likely to develop atherosclerosis in their carotid arteries. Number 2. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are also a good source of anti-inflammatory plant-based omega-3s along with fiber and antioxidant plant compounds called lignans. Regular flaxseed intake has been associated with decreased blood sugar and insulin levels, and improved insulin sensitivity, among overweight and obese individuals with prediabetes. And preliminary research on animals suggests that regular flax consumption can help halt the progression of atherosclerotic plaques. Whole flax seeds aren't fully broken down during digestion, so to reap their full benefit, opt for ground flax seeds and store them in the fridge. Number 3. Berries. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries pack a big punch when it comes to arterial health. These deeply hued fruits are chock full of polyphenol compounds such as quercetin and anthocyanins, which exert powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Thanks to these compounds, berry consumption have been linked to improvements in LDL cholesterol, blood pressure, and even blood sugar control, all of which help keep arteries clear and healthy. Compared to other fruits like grapes, oranges, and apples, which are high in a form of sugar called fructose, berries are a particularly great choice for regular consumption because they're low glycemic, i.e. they're unlikely to spike blood sugar. Number 4. Citrus fruits. Citrus is jam-packed with polyphenol compounds called flavonoids. These citrus bioflavonoids have powerful antioxidant properties, meaning they scavenge free radicals that might otherwise cause oxidative stress and drive disease processes. Specifically, citrus bioflavonoids can help prevent LDL cholesterol from turning into an even more damaging, inflammatory form of cholesterol known as oxidized LDL, which is strongly associated with atherosclerosis. A study found that eating a grapefruit a day significantly reduced cholesterol and triglyceride levels in people who had just undergone coronary bypass surgery. Lower sugar citrus foods are best. Opt for grapefruit as long as it doesn't interfere with any of your medications, or add a squeeze of lemon or lime to your water for a bioflavonoid boost. Number 5. Extra virgin olive oil. A higher intake of olive oil is associated with a reduced risk of death and cardiovascular events like heart attack and stroke. It's a rich source of monounsaturated fatty acids and polyphenol antioxidant compounds. Research has shown that diets rich in MUFAs are associated with increased good HDL cholesterol and reduced bad LDL cholesterol. While extra virgin olive oil's polyphenols help lower inflammation, reduce platelet aggregation, prevent LDL oxidation, and reduce blood pressure. Olive oil also has a beneficial effect on blood sugar. According to one meta-analysis, people consuming the most olive oil had, on average, a 16% reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes and reductions in hemoglobin. Number 6. Avocado. Avocados deliver a 1-2 punch for cleaning out your arteries. Like olive oil, avocados contain loads of blood sugar stabilizing, cholesterol optimizing MUFAs. But they're also a surprisingly great source of fiber, clocking in at about 6.5 grams per half avocado. A recent study also found that eating 1 avocado per day is associated with reductions in LDL cholesterol. While some people are wary of eating avocados because they also contain some saturated fat, you don't have to worry about that. Although saturated fat intake may increase LDL cholesterol, it typically only increases the larger, bouncier LDL particles that are less likely to stick to artery walls and cause damage than small, dense LDL particles. Additionally, most recent research has found no beneficial cardiovascular effects of reducing saturated fat intake. Number 7. Legumes. If you tend to eat a lot of grain-based side dishes, consider swapping them for legumes like beans, peas, chickpeas, lentils. These pack a hefty dose of fiber, including soluble fiber, which can help prevent atherosclerosis by lowering LDL cholesterol. Even one serving of beans per day has been associated with significantly reduced LDL. Legumes have also been linked to reductions in blood pressure and chronic inflammation, both of which are contributors to atherosclerosis and blood vessel damage. According to the American Diabetes Association, beans are relatively low on the glycemic index, which means they're unlikely to spike blood sugar even though they contain some carbohydrates. However, among certain individuals, legumes may elevate blood sugar. Number 8. Tomatoes. Tomatoes, especially cooked tomatoes and tomato sauce, are a great source of lycopene, a powerful plant compound responsible for tomatoes' red color, and which has been associated with increased good HDL cholesterol. In one study, people eating a diet rich in lycopene from tomato products were 17 to 26% less likely to develop heart disease. And in another study, higher blood levels of lycopene were associated with a lower risk of stroke. Fat increases your body's absorption of lycopene, so add a glug of olive oil to that pasta sauce. That's all for this video. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing.